foreigner that what is your Vietnam preference? I think it's pretty hard for them to answer though. So it is here, we are standing here with the CHUS to help you to discover your Viet taste. And welcome to our Team 3 presentation. Where your Viet taste will reveal.
So CHUS is the first e-commerce platform in Vietnam that distributing the made in Vietnam handmade products. With the theme Rap with Love, our target audience is cultural explorer. Our campaign name is Embrace Your Viet Taste. Discover your Vietnam with classic 3 months from October to December. In a short, CHUS has a process of creating content that can cover the message, that covering the brand story. They also research on the characteristics, design, and graphic needs and the pain point of their target audience. The Instagram is their most active and the highest engagement they have. However, the audience engagement with their social media posts is not very high due to the lack of balance in developing the content that can evoke the strong emotion from their audience. Still, they have the opportunity to developing the content when the information about Vietnamese specialties and short videos about process of marketing arts products is still touching, and also Vietnamese handicrafts also rank top 10 export, which is the international expression in it. They have to strongly compete with their direct competitors, more scrap store like Western Lifestyle, and also the indirect competitors such as the e-commerce platform like Shopee. That's why we build a detailed customer persona with Henry Ma, age 30. He is American Vietnamese origins. He wants to come to Vietnam to learn. To search for the products that can capture his Vietnamese spiritual values and deeply understanding the story behind it. However, he encountered the obstacle because there's so many things he wants to learn, but he don't know how and where to start. That's why we build a price of the journeys with a 3-stage awareness, consideration, and conversions for him to start to experience the purchase stage.
So we're going to move to the KPI for the campaign. This campaign will run for 3 months to increase the awareness on social media for CHUS by 15%. In detail, Facebook and TikTok have the same growth rate by 15%. In Instagram, the number of followers will increase by 5% compared to the current followers. Finally, according to the fan page Karma, YouTube channel of CHUS can be increased 287% per month. Therefore, for the total campaign, CHUS can increase 1,500% of followers. Move to the proposed content strategy. Our core theme is to make CHUS to become a rich to authentic cultural immersion through the curated marketplace of Vietnamese artisanal arts. Moreover, for the content anchor type, we use the content as a present to provide vivid content about the story behind the Vietnamese artisan uniqueness. For the content distribution model, we use a newsroom model to increase brand awareness and meet the target audience desires. For the social, we use social media post, short video, and blog article for the format, and old media such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok for the channel. So we're gonna move to big idea.
Through the customer insights, we have come up with the big ideas: embrace your Viet taste and discover your Viet made. The key message is with CHUS, we will make your journey a lot meaningful and memorable by bridging you with the passionate local artisan to uncover your unique Viet taste. Coming to the emotional appeal, CHUS will help the culture explorer to discover their unique Viet taste without exploring a whole things in Vietnam. Given the highlights in the pain points wanting to know more from local, CHUS will connect them with the artisan that have a similar taste and preference. Here, artisans is not the craftsmen. They become the friend to the foreigners, make the journey a lot meaningful. Coming to the rational appeal, the foreigner can interact with numerous artisans to discover the different tastes on CHUS platform. Then we have come up with the 3 content pillars. Discover my desired taste, finding my perfect mate, cherish my mate passion, and share my beloved mate. With the first pillars, CHUS will help them to navigate their Viet taste through several content strategy. Once their Viet tastes are finally revealed, the expert of that taste, mean artisan, will help them to discover and experience their taste deeper. Regarding the story angle, CHUS will empathize with the cultural explorer that the complexity of the Vietnamese culture is hard to explore in a short trip. And they will be, the foreigner will form the connection with the local artisan to taking the role as a companion to help them immerse themselves in the Vietnamese culture through artisan products. Coming to the second pillars, once the connection had formed in solid, the foreigner will understand their Vic, CHUS will let the foreigner understand their Vic made deeper by providing the artisan background stories on how they make their products. With the story angle, as given in the client brief, the culture explorer always desired to know more and deeper about the background and meaning of the product. Therefore, this pillar will provide them with the behind-the-scenes story and the cultural value of their chosen stuff. The third pillar is a Share My Beloved Made. We will aim to encourage the foreigners share the moment with the artisans on social media to boost the CHUS visibility.
So we move to the deliverable part. We use the article to publish on the website blogs. Video is hosted by Facebook and YouTube and embedded on website. In total, we will create 11 video short, 11 article, and 28 social media posts. We move to the brand voice.
Okay, so for brand voice, it's really a little bit authentic, passionate, and curious and thoughtful. And the language might be conversational, friendly tone. And the tone is going to be warm and compassionate and patient and welcoming. The hashtag hotline address and the brand guideline will be used consistently throughout the campaign.
Move to our digital video contents. Our target audience casual exposure, the core theme is popular. The model of the video is to attract and engage potential foreign customers who have difficulties for discovering their victim. So we will also release our content across Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Let's take a look over the timelines. On October 11, we will release our teaser video on morning and evening because the engagement is highest. Moreover, we also roll the official video on October 18 and post-launch on October 26. As you can see that we only release our content across on Wednesdays and Thursdays because they have a bad weekly engagements. Moreover, we choose October month because it's leading up to the holiday shopping season. So it will be an excellent time to say about the idea of Vietnam gift and artisans. So moving on to the video content type. It's a narrative brand video that utilizes storytelling. So we have a clear narrative arc which follow the foreigner's journey to discover victims. Moreover, we also have emotional connection with evoke feeling through transformative. Not only that, we also still focus on brand value of truth, authenticity, connection, discovery. So let's turn to the video idea. Choose your Viet made with the key message. Escape the tourist checklist with CHUS. Dive into the Vietnam captivating taste. Feel Vietnam, don't just see us. From the hearts of skilled hands that have upheld is unmatched pride for centuries. Make your trip unforgettable by meeting the passionate maker who bring Vietnam to life. More specifically, on screen we have foreigner who have a lot of emotional from boredom, confusion to happy and excited. Not only that, we also have pottery and bee artisans who are patient to share their knowledge and proud to pass on the traditional. More detail about the blog. We open the scene where the main character feel confused and with a lot of his checklists on his phones but cannot find his victim. Then the artisan appear as a solution for him, who provide insight into experience authentic Vietnam to find his victim. But the blockchain happens. He just realized that artisan is not real. He just keep chatting with artisan on CHUS e-commerce. So we end with the call to action that positioning CHUS as solution for our target audience pain points. So let's move to the 3-act structure.
Our next activity is going to dig deep into our video. We apply the 3-act structure method into our video, divided into 3 acts. Act 1, setup, Act 2, rising action, and Act 3, the resolution. The story begins when the furniture, or Henry, the main character, arriving into Vietnam and struggling with a long list of the destination. Then on the Act 2, or the rising action, an artisan appears, offer Henry to join with her on the journey and to define his victories. There are 2 plots happening during this period, including making pottery and experiencing the craft beer process. Then on the act 3, the ending, Henry or the main character realized that those experience was through the chat with artisan function on the CHUS website. Though these are our storyboard, our first 2 columns describe these activities when Henry came to Vietnam and travel around Ho Chi Minh City famous location. On this column, Henry struggled inside Bến Thành Market, and then the artisan appeared, offer and guiding him to a new journey. Then Henry and the artisans travel back to his previous location, and they also buy items from CHUS website to enhance the journey qualities. These 2 columns describe the process of making pottery, and these 2 columns describe the process of making craft beer. At the end of the scene, they are cheering together, but suddenly the scene is moved to the local restaurant. Turn out that Henry is alone. And then Henry flashback to the moment when he made pottery, he also alone. So back to the current moment, Henry realized that he is chatting with the artisan through the chat with artisan function on the CHUS website. He smiled at the phone screen and finally finding his big taste. So through our project, we are faced with a lot of difficulties, but we learned that we need to have a clear and particular plan before we're doing something, because we plan to record on the videos on 3 days, but in fact we take 4 days to record on the screen. Also, you guys need to upload on your data onto your USB or your computer instead of uploading everything on Google Drive, because we lost some sources during the era of the Google Drive. Also, this is our budget for this campaign.
So we move to the KPIs for the videos. The average watch time per person for this videos on 4 platforms is 50 seconds, and this video can reach more than 3,000 reach and more than 2,000 views. Moreover, Facebook and Instagram have the highest social media engagement because CHUS focusing on more being active on these 2 platforms. Now we're gonna move to visual language.
Thank you, mate. And let's move to the visual language, including shot, angle, and movement. In this kind of filming techniques, we use all basic techniques, including close-up, medium, long shot, wide tracking, and grand point of view. In the angle, we have eye level, bottom up, top down point of view over the shoulder and over the head inside of our scene. In movement, we have static, zoom in and zoom out, and tracking U-turn in the first scene. All of it, the purpose is to tracking and attract our customer visions. Moving on to the color exposure and framing composition. You guys all seen the storyboard, right? So you guys should remember the scene that Henry was holding his phone and walking right into the frame. So because we want all our scene must have the same color, which is the light yellow color of the old Saigon. So in the scene that we show you in the first place, the shot is film outdoor, so we have to adjust a little bit in the background with the light yellow color. In contrast, Henry wearing a dark colored sweater in order to make a contrast and highlighting our main character. In framing and composition, we use the basic techniques once again. All of it, you can easily find it in every single movies in Hollywood. Henry walked right into the frame as the main character and holding his phone, holding his position for a little bit, and then moving out of the screen. In the next scene is Bến Thành Market. We want to approach something different. In this scene, we add a little bit color, orange, yellow in the background to fit with Henry's outfit, which in red. In frame and composition, once again, we use basic things. Henry sitting in the middle of the frame as a main character with a checklist with a huge question mark atop of his head to visualize our purpose for the video. Moving on to the last scene, at the end of the day, the party have its own yellow natural color, so we don't need to adjust it very much. We only need to adjust the background with it in the light yellow color again, and we're casting more shadow to it to make the scene more realistic. First scene, we try multiple of angles, including over the head and bottom up. We opting for low camera position in order to provide a novel, unusual perspective for the customers. Illustrate how the process is enhanced for a better clarity. And the last thing is our editing techniques. We use A-roll and B-roll in most of our scene. Our effect is including off-screen sound effects, sped up, eclipse, which means that we empty the frame for shots for the character to walk in. Moreover, we're using the blur, and we also do rewind or calling reverse in order to make a time lapse for our video. And this is our behind the scene. You guys can clearly see, and this is our mock-up for Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And the project strategy you guys can see on the screen right here. And thank you for listening, and let's enjoy the video together.
Can I download the video?
Sorry for a technical issue from the Google
Can I
Drive.
download the video?
We have to download it, so can you wait for a little bit?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This is what we're talking about the Google Drive. That's what we're talking about, the Google Drive. Yeah, I don't know. We lost most of our things. Okay, so here's our video, and let's enjoy it together. Which one should we choose?
Can you guys upload into YouTube?
Oh no, it should take a lot of time. Hopefully.